facility.
12 News is partnered with Central Arizona Shelter Services, or CASS, for a special telethon today because every day Arizonans go from having a place to live, losing a job, having a health crisis, to all of a sudden not having a place to call home.
So we are checking back in with Rachel Cole, who is at Central Arizona Shelter Services in Phoenix. Hi, Rachel.
Yes, good afternoon to you guys. I love what Troy said earlier. You just want to know these people's story and hear a lot of them get told to so many of these volunteers and people who work at CASS in downtown Phoenix as they continue to share their services with so many in need. And before we get to the number and how you can donate, we want to give a shout out to Tram's neighbor, Rich and Heather. They donated $1,000. They live up in North Phoenix. Yes, thank you so much. And then over in Peoria, we've got Richard who donated $250. And then we also got a $500 donation floating around. We're trying to find the little details on that so we can give them a shout out because that is a very generous donation. So we are inching closer and closer to that $18,000 goal. I'm going to push back the deadline just this once or maybe twice if I need to. But for now, we want to check in on my conversation with the artist who did the work at the Haven campus. Check it out. Okay, we've been in and around the Haven here at CASS, one of their many different campuses, and Lauren Lee, our beautiful muralist, has done some of the artwork. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah? Okay, you've been a professional artist here doing these murals for 15 plus years. What drew you to CASS? No pun.
I've been spending a lot of time with different, doing murals for different vulnerable populations. I've been working in adolescent rehabs doing murals, changing how a rehab might feel for someone. I've been working in prisons with Art of Our Soul, bringing rehabilitative programming to people in prison, women in prison. So this was actually a really great connection. Fit.
I think it's really incredible. As I said, we've been staring at the art you've done, you and your team, 5 weeks, these 3 murals. How did you decide on inspiration? Obviously, we can see the prickly pear, the hummingbirds, the lizards. What drew your inspiration?
Well, the team at CASS had spent a lot of time looking into the psychology of color and wayfinding and how seniors respond to color. And so they had already decided this color scheme and certain themes that they wanted to have for each floor so that the wayfinding could be easier. So this mural actually incorporates all of those elements, the hummingbird and the canyons and lizard and things like that. So each floor has its own way of finding.
I think it's great that you have incorporated your art into these specific groups that really can use the therapeutic relief that comes from being around art. So what started that when you first started murals and whatnot?
That's a really good question. I was a high school teacher for 5 years, and I think when you're in a community of artists and artwork, you really do see how that impacts someone's mood. And here, as we were installing the mural, each day and as it developed, you saw the mood really change here. And people started coming out in the courtyard and they started playing music, and then they started talking and congregating. And it was so tangible, the effect that art, that color, that joy, that hope has on people.
Those murals are absolutely spectacular in person. And you guys, I am so proud of our viewers. They are so generous. Look at what we are flirting with over here, nearly that $18,000 mark. I am so proud. So what we're going to do is we're going to change it. So you can call 602-362-0677. Yes, that's up there for me, so I don't forget. So let's erase this here. And let's go. What do we think? Okay, it's like Price is Right all of a sudden. Okay, I'm Drew Carey or Bob Barker, to each their own. Let's go. I'm going to see you guys in like 6 minutes. All right, let's go 21,000 by 5 p.m., by end of show. And then stick around for 12 News at 5. Hey, how about that? I still got it. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Rachel, you're going for it out there. Where'd you come up with that number?
Yes. You know what?
What?
I know the viewers. I've done this enough times to know they want to call. These phones are ringing. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. It's the only math I can do right now. And I'm really optimistic that people are going to continue to be as generous as they have been.
Tram, does
in
your
the
neighbor have
past.
another $1,000?
I know,
almost
seriously.
forgot.
Heather and
Speaking of
Rich,
generosity.
I applaud you. You know what? The thing with Heather, they always donate, whether it's Summer of a Million
go ahead.
Meals. I mean, all of it. They are just so generous. So, yes.
What were we going to say, Rachel? Sorry, there's a little delay.
Okay, so I was going to say, you know who has $1,000 and sent it over here Cass's way is Lee Webb, and then Richard Barth was the one who donated that $500. So keep it coming, you guys, big and small.
great.
It's all relative here, and it helps so many people within our community. So yeah, and shout out to Richard. and
Whatever
Heather.
people can give. That's basically what it boils down to. Anything, any little bit helps. Thank you, Rachel.